I used to think that I needed a new plan. I needed to reset myself. I needed to dream bigger. But that isn't what's going to change my life. Showing up when you said you would. Showing up for yourself, morning, night, evening, day. Following through on simple commitments every single day. Things that you told yourself you would do without hesitation, without excuse. These things seem small, but they build something bigger. They build self-respect over the long haul, and that's something that will stick with us and stay with us on the journey of transformation. First, you need to look at what your old habits looked like. What were you doing that made you feel gross and icky and just regretting your choices? You need to eliminate it. And I'm not saying eliminate all of them at once. Just start with the biggest one and go from there. Or if that's too much, start with the smallest one and go from there. Whether it's removing that bad habit or starting a new one, that feeling of being uncomfortable is a sign to our bodies, our mind, and our soul that, hey, something is different. You're doing something different. And it's either we go into fight or flight or we freeze, but it's okay. Tell yourself it is okay to change. And if there's people in your lives telling you otherwise, it doesn't matter. This is about you. What do you need to do to change? They might know that older version of yourself, but they don't know who you're becoming. And they don't need to know. It's about you. It's about who you want to be and when you want to do it. And the discipline is you need to do it now, not later, not tomorrow, not in the morning, not when the sun's out, now. That mental resistance you're facing when it comes to doing that new habit or staying disciplined, that is signaling to your body fear. Why? Well, if you're religious, sometimes we can blame it on the devil. We believe that he's trying to hold us back. If you're not religious, it can just feel like anxiety, or you might blame your emotions or your past, or this is how people see me. You might be too egotistical. You might be too narcissistic to see that you need to change. You might want it, but are you going to do it? On this channel, we're about doing things, not staying comfortable. It's okay to feel that mental resistance. Accept it and keep going. When I was younger, I used to look at all these big cat documentaries. I used to love tigers and lions and jaguars, leopards, cheetahs. And I came up with this philosophy with them where they don't have a choice. Although we humans have a choice every single day whether or not we want to live out and go after our dreams, all these animals in the wild, they don't have choices. They don't get to determine whether or not they feel like going to go get food. It's life and death. And if we see our lives that way, even just a little, I'm not saying exaggerating that, but just a little bit of drive, just to know, hey, I have to be disciplined because I don't have a choice. This is how I live. This is how I see myself. And that is not something I leave up to choice. It's something I just simply do. That is where I want you to be. And we do that by having small wins. The small little wins, celebrate them big and loud. Be so proud of yourself because that means a lot to you, to me, to see you win. It builds that little confidence you need to keep going day in, day out until it becomes habit and discipline and consistency. And next thing you know, you are who you want to be and you are who you say you are. That's what matters. When you're past that feeling of anxiety and fear and seeing things happening, but you're not too sure about it, once you come over that and you're at the top of the mountain and you see how life is, you'll be so proud of yourself. You'll look back and you'll think, Gosh, what was I so scared of? This is amazing, and I want to do more of this. You're a new identity. Think about what your life will feel like when you stop hesitating, when you stop being lazy, when you have no excuses, and you just do it. Think about how great you're going to feel. You might not see it, or it might feel far away, but just keep it in mind and just know. Keep going. Stay disciplined. Do what needs to be done without having to be told. Just tell yourself. You don't need an accountability partner. You don't need to wait till New Year's. You simply need to be realistic with yourself, look in the mirror, and say, I am done. I am done being the same. I am changing today. I don't need to be perfect. I don't want to be perfect. I just want to change. And that's what you will do. You will change, you will grow, and you will become the most beautiful woman I have ever seen, you have ever seen. Because you're deciding and you're doing, because you're a doer. Right now, I personally am just focused on the small daily wins, and I'm already seeing discipline being built, and I'm already loving who I'm becoming. And I want to see you also join this journey. Discipline Diaries. Let's do this together. Let's stay disciplined, and let's change our lives. No more dreaming, just doing. Comment down below who you want to be and what you're going to change.